Okay, here is the solution to two cars driving down the road in the same direction on very icy, oops, I spelled icy wrong, frictionless surface. So essentially there's no friction to worry about, so there's not going to be any work done by an outside force. The fun problem with this one is, again, they give you no numbers, they just give you variables. But you need to picture in your head what's going on. This little car, by definition, is going faster than this car. So the little car is going to collide with and overtake the big car. Now, again, what type of collision do we have and what's going to happen? So it says that they stick together. So we know that this is going to be a collision where they stick together. So my equation right now would be mass of car 1, and I'm going to call this car 1 and this car 2, so I'm going to stick with numbers here. So the mass of car 1 times the velocity initial of car 1 plus the mass of car 2 times the velocity initial of car 2 equals the final velocity times m1 plus m2. Okay, now car 1, the mass of car 1 is 2m. Whatever m is, it's just 2m. And the velocity initial that car 1 has is 4v. Okay? Car 2 has a mass of 5m. And car 2 has a velocity of 3v. So first of all, car 2 is much heavier because it's a bigger car, okay? And car 1, based off of the speed, is going faster than car 2 is, which is why it overtakes it, okay? But it's just a collision problem where you got to figure out what type of collision we have, and we have a collision where they stick together. Now it's just a matter of algebra, ladies and gentlemen. Substitute these values and these values into the equation. Okay? So, this term right here, m1 v1, m1 is 2m. v1 initial is 4v, okay? Plus, right here, m2 is 5m, so 5m, times v2, which is 3v. And that's going to equal v final times m1, which is 2m, plus 5m. So this is just a used way of trying to get around numbers and getting to look at variables. Now, do the algebra, do the math. Okay? Right here, 2 times 4 is 8, so this becomes 8mv. Plus 5 times 3 is 15, so this is plus 15mv. And then here, 2m plus 5m is 7m, so v final is 7m. Okay? Now, I have an equation right here that has like terms. So 8m plus 15m is 23mv. That equals v final, which is 7m. And then I'm looking for the final velocity, so I divide by 7m, divide by 7m. Those cancel out. This mass actually cancels out. So my final velocity is some fraction, 23.7 v. Okay? I know that I tell you to never ever use fractions. I'm going to tell you in this particular case, keep the fraction. Okay? So, that's the solution to this problem.